Happy New Year! Do you think 1st January is the natural start of the year? Think again. For most of history, celebrating New Year in the dead of winter made absolutely no sense. Originally, the Roman New Year was 1st March. This was logical. It marked the arrival of spring, the start of farming season, and the time military campaigns kicked off. January and February did not even start the year. They were stuck at the end. So, how did we end up freezing in January instead of celebrating in spring? It started with a war in Spain in 153 BCE. Rome elected new consuls, their leaders, who needed to take office and get to the battlefield immediately. They could not wait until March. So Rome shifted the administrative year back to January 1st. It was a political decision, not a cultural one. But it stuck when Julius Caesar introduced the Julian calendar in 45 BC. Because Rome ruled most of Europe, Roman paperwork like tax records and legal terms forced the January date onto the empire. Basically, political power gave January 1st the inertia. But then Rome fell. In the Middle Ages, the church hated January 1st. They saw it as a pagan celebration. So for nearly 1000 years, Europe was chronological mess. Different regions celebrated New Year's on completely different days at the same time. Some used March 25th, some used Christmas, some used Easter. We changed dates every year. Imagine trying to sign a contract when your neighbor thinks it is 1405 and you think it is 1406. It caused confusing legal documents and disputed contracts everywhere. Finally, in 1582, Pope George XIII fixed the calendar. He realized the church needed the stability that the old Roman civil year afforded. To make it acceptable, the church rebranded the date, associating it with its religious rituals rather than pagan rituals. Catholic countries switched back to January 1st quickly, while Protestants and others dragged their feet for centuries. But what really won the war was January 1st? Global trade and science. Merchants needed a predictable financial year for shipping and insurance. Astronomers needed a fixed start date for calculations. Variable dates like Easter were useless for science. January won because it was practical, not because it was sacred. It satisfied the accountants, the scientists, and the tax collectors. So when we celebrate New Year's Eve, we are not celebrating nature. We are celebrating the ultimate victory of Roman administration.